Hi, my name is Tricia McNeilly and I'm from Ötzibrew, and we are here today to talk about the mighty mushroom.
Welcome to Amazing Food and Drink. Today we're with Tricia McNeilly, CEO and founder of Ötzibrew. So welcome to the Innovation Factory, Tricia.
Thank you very much, Colin. It's an absolute pleasure to be here, and thank you for inviting me along.
You're so welcome. I can't wait to hear your story. So tell us a bit about yourself, your background and your company, Tricia, please.
Will do. It's not my first rodeo, but I'm here at the minute to talk about mushrooms.
Okay.
I absolutely love mushrooms.
Me too.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Because we all came from mushrooms, I think.
Well, I want to hear this part.
Yeah.
I didn't know that now.
Yeah. You look like a fungi.
Good joke. Good
yeah.
joke.
I know. Sorry about the.
Oh, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell us your background then.
I'll tell you a little bit. Well, so starting with Ötzibrew itself, the company. So, I founded Ötzibrew. Probably it was around 14 months ago now when I joined the Entrepreneurial Spark program that's sponsored with the Ulster Bank.
Okay.
Amazing program. Now I did join with a different business when I had to do a major pivot. I was working with a leading nutrigenomicist on a nutrition app.
Okay.
To help teach kids about what happens to their body when they put sugar inside it. And so basically, you know, when they take the fizzy drink and how the cells interact, and it was gamified, and you could shoot the sugar lump at the cell and find how the energy would go, like spike and drop back down again, or if you put water to the cell, how it was more sustained.
Sounds amazing.
And it would go up the spinal cord and then enter the hippocampus, and then all the neurons would start firing, you know. But for kids to know this, that they can even have the competitive edge sitting beside somebody who's drinking a fizzy drink,
I've
get
got
the
my
water in
here.
them, you know, because it really helps the brain, you know.
Sounds good for adults too, if I can say. It's very good.
Yeah, it is good. And
so what happened? How did the pivot come about? So that sounds like a really good business.
Oh yeah, I know, because they even had Apple interested, which was brilliant. But the girl I was working with, she was from South Africa. She was married to a Portuguese, and she found Northern Ireland too cold. Like, unfortunate, every time she came it was raining, and I had said, it doesn't rain much here, honestly, believe me, it doesn't.
You're a good spoofer, Tricia.
But anyhow, so she got busy doing her stuff, so we had to put that in the back burner. And it was John Ferris from the hub. He was one of the managers there, and
Okay.
he said, well, you can stay on the program, but you better be quick with another idea. And I had been in food and drink before. I had, let's say, built and sold an international coconut drink company.
Wow.
From idea to shelf. And I tell everybody I've been eating and drinking for 58 years, so I'm an expert in
Your
this
face
field.
cream's working, you don't look that old.
That's mushrooms. But anyhow, so I thought, right, he said, well, I'll give you a few days to go and think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I went off to one of my favourite forests, just thinking, and also the teachers training there. They've got a lovely pitch full of pine cones. I ended up kicking all these pine cones. And you won't believe this, but I was walking under the Columbus pines and I got hit in the head with a pine cone. And like everywhere I was going, it was around August, September, so they were starting to shed a bit. So I checked out, okay, what's the meaning of pine cones? So the pine cone represents the pineal gland, which is our vision, you know.
Oh my God.
Our seeing eye. You know, that's the whole thing. If you see in, you know, some of the religions, they use the pine cone on the head.
I didn't know that. This is an absolute education we're getting today. It's brilliant.
Well, neither did I know that until I got hit in the head with one. And it said, so I said, okay, what helps clear this pineal gland? Because there's a lot of toxins in our food, a lot of toxins in the water and things like that. Well, for goodness sake, what helps clear it? Chaga, the king of all mushrooms. I said, this is it. I'm excited, run to the hub. I've got
Straight
the
back
idea.
to John,
I've
yeah.
got the idea, you know, but that of course is the start of a long journey, you know, because that's building the brand again. You know, you get the idea, you get the excitement of the idea, and now you're going to bring that idea. You have to bring that to life.
Yeah. So that's where we're at the minute then. So with Ötzibrew, which is basically a mushroom drink,
It is, yes.
If I'm not wrong, it's like a replacement for tea and coffee.
It's it's a hot drink alternative.
Okay.
So, say for example, right, you know the way you have a good night's sleep, you're waking up after a good night's sleep, but you still feel tired. Or maybe in the afternoon you hit the wall and you don't know how to get over it.
Yeah, we drop in the old energy levels. Yes.
That's it. Well, we have a hot drink alternative that will help not only help sustain your energy, but it also helps boost your immunity and protect you from the external and internal stresses. Now that's called an adaptogen, and we actually have a nutritional claim on this.
Oh, this truly is an education. An adaptogen, I've never heard that term before.
Well, this is kind of one of the trendy terms, but that's something, you know, in the food that you eat that helps your body adapt to external and internal stress. For example, pollution. So you're breathing in, say, all the pollution and stuff like that.
Exhaust fumes,
you
etc.
know, it's making, you know, some people very sick. In fact, there's quite a few people dying in London of pollution.
Yeah, I've actually seen that on the TV. So this is like it counterbalances that sort of pollution.
It does, yeah. It helps put your body back in balance because it's great for cell repair and it helps boost your immunity. And once your immunity is strong, then you can do the whole recycling thing very well. Somebody won a Nobel Prize for autophagy, which is like the recycling process of unwanted cells in the body.
My good
And
God.
it just takes it and dumps it, helps dump it basically.
Brilliant, sounds great. So my question was going to be, next one was going to ask about what was your inspiration. So apart from the pine cone hitting you in the head, what was your inspiration to get involved in business at all?
I don't know. I need my head seen to it. I know, it's just something like from when I was a child, you know, I've just grown up in a business family, you know.
Okay.
My father was a businessman and we had to work pretty hard on the farm and, you know.
So it just comes from there?
It comes from there, basically, and he also had a bar, so we had to work in the bar early and things and cleaning all the bottles.
So you're used to hard work anyway?
I'm used to hard work, and also maybe that got me in, you know, seeing all the different drinks and things, you know, being exposed to drinks. And I really think, you know, drink is a great way to get stuff in your body, you know, is an easy way. So even though our chaga is like a food supplement and our lion's mane and some of the other spin-outs we're doing at the minute, but that's why we're called Ötzibrew. And I'll tell you a little bit about why that name came about. So when you're starting up your business and you're going, oh, right, what am I going to call it? Well, so Ötzibrew, so there were two hikers walking across the Alps on the 19th of September in 1991. And they saw this half a frozen body coming up out of the ground. And they go, oh my goodness, poor hiker from last year. So when they excavated that body happened to be 5,300 years old, and he was called Ötzi, you know.
So that'd be the German pronunciation, is it? Yeah. Okay.
The Irish one is Ötzi.
Ötzibrew.
Yeah, Ötzibrew.
Absolutely.
But he was carrying medicinal mushrooms in his pouch, you know, birch polypores.
So that's what he was up, obviously foraging for those then, was he?
Well, whether he was foraging or not, but he got shot with an arrow. It was the beginning of the Bronze Age, so. You can see we use like
bronze
I
colour,
don't mean bronze, sorry, copper.
Copper, okay.
So we use copper, and that's where the brand came from.
Brilliant.
You know, so he got shot and he was reaching for the arrow, you know, to pull that out of his back when he was found like that.
Oh my God, it's an amazing story, isn't it?
No, his body lies on the Italian side of the border. Because the Austrians and the Italians were fighting who owns this body. Just like 4 miles in, it's the Italians have. So
they have laid claim to it?
They have laid claim, but you can't go and visit them. You
I'd
know?
love to go and visit. Yeah. Everything's amazing.
Well, just one thing about that, you know, Brad Pitt has a tattoo of Ötzi running up his left arm, so I don't know why. If anyone knows why that is, please let me know.
Let us know, yeah. So maybe it just resonated with him. That's brilliant. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. It's an amazing backstory for your brand.
Yeah, it is, and it's a brew, and it's ancient, so we're bringing the wisdom from the past to the present.
Super. Sounds really good. So, tell me, we chatted earlier and you had said you're like running 2 or 3 businesses in one. How do you juggle? How do you do that?
Well, it's all under the one brand of Ötzibrew,
Yeah.
but it's just I can't, you know, I know I'm very lucky to have Matt Teague as my manager, you know, in the Accelerator Hub.
Okay.
He said, Trish, keep your focus, keep your focus. He's always saying, keep your focus, you know. But
Have you attempted to run off with different ideas?
I have,
Okay.
like, but I really cannot help it. But I am very focused on what I'm doing. But I am focused in on several different things because I've planted out a farm down in Kilrea with David Cloughlin. He's been incredible. He hasn't planted out an oak forest there.
Right.
And he planted that about 25 or 30 years ago. And naturally this oak forest needed thinned out. And how's this for symbiosis? But I at the same time had spoken to him that I really want to plant out some lion's mane. He said, what does that grow off? I said, that grows out of oak logs. And he said, well, you won't believe this, I'm thinning out the oak forest. You are very, very welcome to go and use those logs. So I've
Unbelievable.
honestly, we've planted out totems. There's 16 of them. We planted out. Just the last lot is that's what I'll be doing this weekend.
Are you physically doing the planting as
I'm
well?
doing some of it. I had to train up some people. They're doing it. It's much, you know. I got a mushroom expert across, you know, one of the world's leading experts. It's come from the strain of lion's mane we've got is like second to none. So we're planting out lion's mane, shiitake, reishi, and also turkey tail. So
Brilliant.
yeah.
But it's the lion's mane that goes into this particular.
That's the lion's mane one. With chaga is our first. You know,
That's
one.
your main?
That's a main hot drink alternative. This lion's mane is an incredible product, but it's more something you add into smoothies.
Okay.
Because if you add it into hot drinks, you don't get the benefits from it so much, you know.
Right.
Whereas chaga, it doesn't kill off any benefits. It actually
Enhances.
enhances, you know.
Brilliant. So you're planting it, you're running your business, you're developing brands. Are you Wonder Woman?
No, I'm definitely not Wonder Woman. I'm just tired.
You know, take some chaga, it helps you. So Trish, what are your biggest challenges in what you do, and what are the best bits as well?
Well, the best bits are product developing. I love that. Biggest challenges are things, you know, there's like product is about 5 or 10% of the whole business. The challenges are I would not say I'm very good at business, to be honest.
You're doing something right.
Well, I like ideas, I like products, I like to bring health to people. I really do like to make a difference that way. Challenges are managing, putting the right people to do the right jobs.
Okay.
You know, if there's something you can't do, you have to reach out to people who can do it.
100%.
No.
There's always someone better than you can do things for you.
Absolutely. I've got great people helping on the Ötzibrew team, you know.
Brilliant.
Really good people in operations and admin, and got an Amazon expert in there as well, you know.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
So it's going really well.
That's brilliant. It's going really well, you know. It's going really well.
And the next question we had spoken a wee bit about earlier, about your customers. I know you're very keen on your customers and you like helping them, as you said there. Have their expectations changed?
Yeah, you see, we have customers who know your customer drilled into us in the hub, you know,
Yeah.
through the Ulster Bank Accelerator program. It is drilled into us. Know your customer and
That's
know your
right.
numbers, know, you know, but the customer is so key. There's no point like just doing friends and family, because they're always going to be biased how they.
Yeah, they're going to tell you
how
it's
they
brilliant
view
whether it is
yeah.
or not. Yeah.
But I've had the customers, like we supply to health clinics and health food stores. We're about to launch into Selfridges,
Very good.
and not to mention into space. But our main customers would be health conscious people who actually Tina, I don't know if you know Tina Calder or not, but she's helped.
Tina's been in this very studio.
Oh, well, she's amazing. She's helped us as well know the customers. She goes educated bohemians, you know. And probably, you know, she said it is your bohemian market. They're the ones who, if their house goes on fire, they're running in to save their chaga. You know, like she is.
That would be Tina. Very
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it is. She knows, like and she said it's chaga tea, and you know, we both have this conversation on chaga tea, chaga coffee. You know, it fits both. It straddles both markets.
Brilliant.
In fact, we are working with a tea company and a coffee company at the minute, you know, like Johnson's Coffee have been a great support.
Superb.
And also Thompson Pontiana Tea as well, they've been amazing support too.
That's great.
Yes,
And
yeah.
local companies as well.
Of course, local companies. Yeah.
Super. But you've skimmed over something there that's
Did I skim?
blown my mind.
Oh.
Space, you say? Give me
yeah.
that again.
Oh, I know, like, the shiny things, bright shiny things.
Well, tell me what's happening. Your products going to space.
Yes, we're...
When people say they're going to the moon, they usually mean that as a metaphor. You actually mean this?
Yeah, we are launching into space. Yeah.
Who's taking it?
Skyrora on their Sky 1 mission, which is, so it's all they're testing rockets at the minute, but this is happening in 2020. They offered us the smaller rocket launch in August, or the bigger launch in 2020. We're going for the bigger launch because that'll give us time to get partners to come on board as well with this.
Maybe help you get partners with going into space.
Oh
it's,
yeah,
it's
so
a big
exciting!
thing.
Like it is so exciting. You know, join us to go to the stars or something like that. You know,
Absolutely brilliant. You'll be able to predict the future.
Oh, the future?
Yeah.
Your future self will thank you.
Oh, brilliant. So, what do you consider to be the secret of delivering 5-star service to your customers? So, you told me you had customers coming back to you quite a bit.
Yeah, we have repeat
So, you're doing
purchases.
something right. What's your secret sauce?
Oh, so we have repeat purchases through the clinics and the health food stores, and it's delivering on time, it's listening, it's giving service, it's being there to answer any questions. You know, we also sell online, so, you know, through our website.
Mm-hmm.
It's listening and delivering, you know, what they want, you know.
And you're obviously pretty good at that. Do you do it all yourself? Have you got a team to do it?
Got a team, yeah, I've got a team, got good people helping.
Brilliant,
yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, so we really went for, I guess, going to look after our first 1,000 customers and giving them a really good service and considering what it's like for them whenever they get a jar. So we've got a Ötzibrew spoon to help them measure out exactly what it is, you know, because it's
the wee
very
things that
potent,
are,
very potent.
Okay.
So you don't want to put too much in or else you'll ruin the whole experience for yourself. Yeah, just...
And have you found that you've got a lot of referrals from your existing customers?
We have some of the most amazing advocates. Once they're sold on it, they just do the work for us.
Brilliant.
Like,
Absolutely.
and we love them. Like,
well, that's where you want to get to.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Having people advocating your business is top notch.
Yeah.
Well done. And we did have a chat about this earlier as well. How important is provenance and sustainability and even organic produce to your company?
It's key. It's key in this day and age. You know, you have to really look at being as eco-friendly and as sustainable as possible. Now, that's why I'm trying to bring as much into Northern Ireland, into Ireland as possible. Mm-hmm. Because you see, in Siberia is a long way off, but it's the only place that it grows. It's not the only place. Chaga grows in the Northern Hemisphere, but it does need -30 to activate the vitamins and minerals.
Okay. So
But,
Siberia
you
is
know,
obviously ideal.
It's ideal, and it's the best in the world, and it is known to have the best chaga in the world.
And you also said earlier that you know exactly where in the forest your chaga comes from.
Yeah, Russia has more trees in the world than anywhere else, but in the forest that we can, from our supplier, we
Pinpoint.
know. Pinpoint.
Well, if that's not provenance, I don't know what is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brilliant, amazing stuff.
It grows out of the birch tree, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's the mycelium, whereas the lion's mane is the fruiting body.
Okay.
So the fruiting body starts in the centre of the birch tree and pushes out to the external bit, and it's as hard as that table. So it's a thing called chitin substance. It's the same thing that lobster shells would be made of. So
Right.
it's extremely
Really hard, yeah.
So people, and it's dark substance, and it, yeah.
I've
So
never seen it. I'd love to see it actually.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
brilliant.
definitely. I'll show you. Definitely
Thank
come.
you. And tell me, and again, you know, tourism's becoming big here in Ireland. Has that had an impact on your business, on Ötzibrew at all, or?
Yeah, well, like it's quite bizarre, but we have people from Taiwan come into Northern Ireland, and I was making the girl a cup, and I said, "Would you like a cup of this stuff called chaga? We know chaga. We
They're
drink
enlightened.
chaga. Yeah, we drink it, you know."
Brilliant.
And then also we export quite a bit out to Lithuania. So the people there already know about chaga. You know?
So obviously we've got, you know, loads of people from Eastern Europe, particularly Lithuania and Poland, now here in Ireland, north and south.
Yes.
So maybe they already know about it. Are you selling much of it here to maybe Eastern European people?
We said, yeah, we have actually Dr. Modestus. He's got a clinic here.
Very
And
good.
he's Lithuanian actually.
My God,
And
I
his
didn't know
wife Yulita, she's Lithuanian, and they sell the chaga, you know.
But they're advocating your products again too.
Oh, absolutely, they absolutely love it. Yeah, and yeah.
Well, just on that, because I'll put this underneath the video. Where can we get your products? I mean, have you got a website? Or are you on, you know, Facebook? Which stores?
Yeah.
Tell me, and we'll include all this in the video after.
All right, okay. Well, we are in Eatwell on the Lisburn Road, because these are the test bed places, and we are in Nature's Way on
East Belfast.
Ballyhackamore.
Yeah.
And Nutmeg in
the centre of town,
Lombard Street, and we're online. We're in,
What's your web address?
the web address is www.ötzibrew.com.
Okay, brilliant.
And we're also with a few other health clinics. Yeah, that you'll get it. You'll be able to pick it up. Oh, also in the Bullet, they make. If you want to go there and get a chagachino,
That's your product again?
Yeah, they make.
And that's great that a local company is obviously supplying your product, which is local too.
Oh no, it's great.
Okay,
So,
granted
yeah.
some of it's coming from Siberia, but that's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Superb. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, do you see that your product going overseas, but its base is firmly in Ireland?
Yes.
Is that your idea?
Yes, that's it.
Okay,
yes.
so you're going to grow organically, pardon the pun here, and then bring it to the world?
Yes.
And how are you going to bring it to the world?
With might.
The mighty mushroom. Okay.
Travels.
So are you planning?
Distribution.
Okay,
yeah.
are you planning social media or any?
Yes,
of
we
that
are. We're doing social media. I've got someone looking after the Amazon account as well.
Brilliant.
and-
So you're on Amazon
yeah.
too. That's superb.
Yeah, we're just about to launch on Amazon too. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable. Magic.
Yeah.
And magic mushrooms.
Yeah,
Sorry. Pardon the pun.
not magic mushrooms, but mushrooms are magic.
Absolutely. So what are your key marketing strategies? Have you got a plan?
Yeah, the plan would be, as in, say a little bit about
Okay,
the plan.
so-
The marketing plan would be, we are.
So you're going to start. Are you going to plan to go, as we talked about a second ago, Ireland firstly, then maybe Britain, then Europe, then the world? You know.
Yeah.
What way are you going to do it?
Right, okay, what we're doing is, so we've really focused in on fulfilling Selfridge's contract.
Okay.
And that's really helped us scale up,
Brilliant.
because we had to put everything in place for scale up.
Okay.
And from that scale up, and we will get spin outs from that. They're taking the chaga, the lion's mane, and we're also working on a few other single serve products in the background, along with a couple of other exciting things happen that I can't mention
Watch
yet.
this space.
I cannot mention yet, but yeah. it's,
Brilliant. So okay, so that's great. So your focus has been on Selfridges firstly,
Yes.
and then spin out from there, which is a really clever strategy. Obviously, Selfridges is a world-renowned brand.
Yeah, it's known as the best store in the world.
Yeah, it's very
so,
very
yeah.
exciting times.
Yeah, it
Very
is,
exciting.
yeah.
Okay, so lastly, Tricia,
Yes.
in your opinion, what is the future for the food and drink sector in Ireland, and any trends that you see on the horizon?
Totally. I think the future of food and drink, not only in Ireland, but internationally, globally, is we are going to look more at being more sustainable, growing our own food. Is there's a term for it? Aquaponics, or you know, where you grow it, or you will grow it more within a community where you're planting things. Where you used to plant things that you couldn't eat, you'll be planting things that you can.
It's like sustainable farming,
Yes.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And you think that that's going to be a global?
Oh, it's definitely, maybe it's 10, 20 years, but in 30 years' time we'll all be doing that.
Subsistence farming is what I was thinking of there, I think. Yeah, so we're growing it to eat it. Okay,
yeah,
brilliant.
growing it to eat it, yes.
So
yes,
that's the future?
That is the future, and mushrooms are going to be a big part of
I was just
that.
going to ask, where's Ötzibrew going to be?
Well, it's going to be right there, because you see, mushrooms are great absorbers, and they can absorb vitamin D, and you can get other minerals and vitamins. And do you know that mushroom is not a vegetable or a plant? It is a kingdom on its own right. It's probably closer to an animal than it is, because of the chitin it holds in it and the cell walls it holds. I didn't know that. Yeah, so yeah, it's an incredible thing.
Well, this has been fascinating. I mean fascinating. I could listen to you all day. Is there anything else you want to chat about?
Yeah, I just want to tell you, does anybody know how many mushrooms there are in the world? There are different species of mushroom. There's between 3 and 5 million different species of mushroom.
Okay, I did not know that again.
But like, we only know 180,000.
Okay, I know about 5 probably. Yeah. and you have mentioned 4 of them earlier. Absolutely. Yeah. But Tricia, that was brilliant. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Well, and I really wish you and Ötzibrew all the best in the future.
Thank you very much.
And hopefully we'll hear from you again soon.
I really hope so. Thank you very much, Colin. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Yeah. So thanks very much for watching. I'm sure you really enjoyed that. And we'll put all the links to Ötzibrew and indeed where you can get the products underneath the video. So thanks again. See you soon.